Dean Legge and Josh Kendall here in Birmingham. Media Days. Oh, it's so exciting. Actually, today there was some excitement today.
You know, I'm not going to spend a lot of time because that's not what this is about, but I haven't seen anything, you know, like that, and I'm not concerning myself with it. This is about the players and the coaches, you know, and this day is a special day for the Southeastern Conference, and it shouldn't be interrupted by some I don't want to get off on any tangent, some BS, you know, that has nothing to do with college football.
Philip Fulmer getting served with a subpoena downstairs. We didn't see that coming.
I don't know the Tennessee folks saw that coming. That was from an Alabama lawsuit, an Alabama booster suing the NCAA, and a kid named Kenny Miles. I don't understand it all. It seems like every time Phil comes, he brings lawyers with him. I'm just glad we don't have to deal with any of that in Athens.
We're out of that right now. And Mark, I'm in a different room than you are, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. And one thing that I hear different stuff than you hear when Mark gets asked questions. But the expectation question seems to never end with Georgia.
It's never going to. That's all anybody's got to talk to. You know, first week of August, they'll be fine. You know, they'll have football things to talk about. But until then, it's going to be all expectations. And that's why it can become a burden, because he has to answer it every day. He has to answer it here. I'm sure he's answered it maybe 100 times, literally. Yeah. All these different rooms he's got to go in. And just where we're standing, we can see 12 rooms that he's got to go in. He's got to answer the same 12 questions in every 12 rooms. So it's just, you know, it can be a grind. But, you know, if they make it the first week of August, they'll start talking about football and they'll be fine.
He'll live. Now, before Claude released Mark to all the people down here, we talked to him for a little bit, cleared up some things. I guess Sturdivant and Bean not that will be an interior thing. That will be a Georgia thing. And you know, I guess when he was in the room with me, he was that was asked as well. You know, hey, why are your guys messing up? And he just said, hey, you know, we don't like it, but it happens.
I think it's completely cyclical. I think that I'm surprised people have made such a big deal about it. I guess, you know, when you look at the numbers, it's kind of shocking. But when you look at each individual case, you know, it's not a part of a bigger problem. He had a team meeting because he needed to have a team meeting and publicly say, look, I'm addressing it. There is not a discipline problem with Georgia's program. These kids had incidents. Kids everywhere have incidents. To me, it's not an issue.
Tell me what, and we'll just wrap it up here, the Michael Lemon thing. He was upset that he had to get rid of Michael Lemon.
And I knew he would be. You know, Michael's, the man named Herbert Hart Jr. just pleaded guilty to killing Michael's mother on Friday.
Okay.
That happened on Friday, like 5 days after Michael gets kicked off the team. You know, it's just a terrible time for the kid. But you know, Mike, you knew Mark was hurting for him, and you knew Mark was going to go above and beyond and do everything he could. And I was glad to hear today that he says there is a chance that Michael could come back and play. Whether that'll ever happen, I don't know. It's probably less than 50% that it will. Yeah. But it's nice that he has that road open, so he has a little hope. He has something to work toward. And I think he's a decent kid who just made a bad mistake, and so hopefully he'll turn it around.
Get too much of it.
Right.
Your favorite, as we wrap up this whole thing, from Birmingham, Hoover. You say it's Hoover, I say it's Birmingham.
I say it's Hoover. Yeah, it's peer pressure mainly. I say Hoover. We're technically in Birmingham. I'm not even sure there is a Hoover, Alabama. Anyway,
your favorite moment from all of your illustrious media days through the years. I've been to 7. You've been to.
Wow, how many have I been
8,
to?
Maybe.
No, it's hard to remember. They all feel the same. It feels like one big media day. I guess the best thing would be when Fulmer didn't show and everybody and talked to the phone. I mean, that's probably the most memorable thing, but only because they're generally such not memorable events. You know, it feels.
You're not missing anything.
It feels very much the same. We're happy to be here for you, but don't come.
Josh, we will pick it back up in Athens, and
wonderful.
Not that long here.
That's right.
Oh, you're excited.
I'm very excited.
We're signing off from Birmingham and Hoover.
That's right.